So what happens if you did lose your appointment?
So the answer is don't worry. We've shown quite nicely that a delay in getting dose number 2 does not cut down on how effective it is. So instead of worrying and driving in the snow, we want you to be safe, remake your appointment, and when you're due to get the next vaccine, please go get it. It doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or perhaps even a month delayed, it will still be protective. And as we discussed earlier, that first dose is over 90% effective, so you're well on the way for being protected against COVID severe disease.
All right, Henry says, do you know the CEO of Pfizer did not take the shot? I'm not saying don't take it, but I'm going to wait until it's out a little longer.
So I understand why you're saying that, but remember, he may not have comorbid illness, he may not be in the right age group, and he may not be willing to discuss his personal medical situation. You, on the other hand, are your own expert. You need to know if you're at risk, what you're doing, what your behaviors are, and recognize that we have already given this vaccine to millions and millions of U.S. citizens, all of whom are doing well. Please don't delay getting a vaccine.
And Frank wants to know about delays. So he says people are told they have to have the second vaccination 3 weeks after the first. And now that there's delays because of the weather, it's okay not to get the second vaccination on time as they originally told us. He says, wake up, people. This is a government reset and they're feeding us their poison.
Well, unfortunately, that is not true. We are not feeding anyone poison. The original studies were done with 3-week or 4-week intervals, because the idea was how soon could we give to people 2 doses of a vaccine and protect them. That doesn't mean that waiting longer shows that it's not effective, but rather the idea in the trials were if we give a vaccine within a very short period of time, will we get people protected? So Pfizer went with 3 weeks, Moderna went with 4 weeks as being the shortest time between 2 doses to get protected. Remember, we were in the surge of COVID at the time these vaccine studies were developed. And the idea was how to protect everyone as soon as possible. In vaccine, we know delaying the second dose, even for a little bit, is not a problem. Giving it too soon can be a problem.